it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today is really exciting for two reasons. It's Simple Stamping Saturday, so it's the day where I take a project and start with it on a note card and envelope and then step it up until we get to a more sort of avid project. So we go simple, more casual, and then avid. And by simple I don't mean beginner, I mean quick. I mean not complicated. So don't think that if it's a simple stamping project that as an avid crafter you can't make it as well. It's just quick and easy. Today's also the last day of my Case the Catalogue fortnight. So this is the annual catalogue that is retiring on the 3rd of June. This is the card that I have taken, and it uses the Artistically Asian stamp set, which is going. I love it, but it's going. But there's lovely new stuff coming, so that's fine. And this is the card that I am making. But if you love this set, if you love that Asian feel, that red, gold and black, oh, love it, then this is perfect for that. So, say Asian, Artistically Asian. Here's my note card and envelope waiting to go. Let me show you how I have interpreted the project. Let's pop that there so you can see it. Yep. So this is the project. Now this is kind of the avid version. This is my simple version, which I'll be making in a moment. This is my more casual version. So I've used the tailored tag punch, that's the word I'm looking for, to flag the end of the Pacific Point flag. And I've added some rhinestones and just the stamped sentiment. And then for the avid version, I've added some sponging in the background, and all I did was punch with a 2-inch circle punch, a circle on just a scrap piece of paper. This is an order confirmation, so not, or shipping confirmation. Put my piece of paper in there, and then with a sponge dauber just added that, and I used crushed curry so that it had that slightly not so bright shade, very much this colour. I think this in the picture might be blackberry bushel, not blackberry bushel, blueberry bushel, wrong berry. I've actually used Pacific Point, but we'll come into that in a moment. So I've done the moon behind, I've done the gems still, I've added the burlap ribbon which I've frayed the ends of. You can just pull there's a nylon thread that you can just pull, and that makes the ends more kind of frayed. And then with my Pacific Point Stampin' Right marker, I've just flicked the background. There are stamp sets that you can use to add the background. Let's see. Artisan Textures would work well. So Artisan Textures you could use instead, but flicking is fine. It works for me. So let's make the simple stamping version. So start with our note card and apparently some fluff, there's no surprise. Note card, I've mounted my bamboo on a D block and I'm just going to ink it up in Old Olive. Garden green would work, I think. Not garden green, that's too dark. Granny apple green, I think, would work as well. But I'm going for Old Olive, and I'm just going to do 1, and then move it a bit, and 2. So we've got that sort of layered look. That's all I need that for. Now I'm going to do the sentiment next, because then I can use the sentiment placement to get the Chinese writing sorted out. And I've got the thanks for always being there for me. And I'll just pop that down below the bamboo. There we go. Or apparently almost in the bamboo. But that's fine. And then the Pacific Point, just to add the Chinese characters. I have no idea what they say. If anyone knows, it'd be great if you would tell me. Just add it to the comments below. That would be great. Right, so that's the card. Now, simple stamping, I always stamp the envelope. Stamping the envelope, generally, don't send a nude, naked, not nude, naked is a nicer word, I think. Don't send a naked envelope. Send one that's been stamped on. It's much nicer. So I need my old olive again and my bamboo. So I'm just going to ink that up. I've just brought in some scrap paper just to save my paper a little. So I've stamped it once and I'm going to bring it down before I stamp it again. And the reason for that is otherwise you end up with a nasty line if you go up. Let me show you what I mean. Let's find a scrap of card. So if I stamp and then go up, can you see this should have been stamped away. It's not very clear, is it? Let me do it again. So stamp once, stamp again. That's better. This should all be the same shade, and it's not, because the stamp didn't hit any paper because there's the edge. So always go down if you're going to stamp off, or use second generation, or ink up again, stamp on some scrap paper and then stamp. It just saves that funny line. Right, Pacific Point. So we can add to the Chinese characters as well. And just pop those up there. And that is our Simple Stamping Saturday card. So let me get rid of that. Let me bring in a bone folder so that we've actually got the card as a card. Fold towards the lumpy bit in the middle of the card. I always say fold towards the mountain, not the valley. Score, burnish, and there we are. So there's our Simple Stamping card. That's the one I made before. The casual version, adding coloured cardstock and some rhinestones. And then the Avid version, adding the sponging, some ribbon and some flicking with the Stampin' Write markers. Thank you very much indeed for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions or comments, just leave them below. That would be great. Now tomorrow, I don't normally post on a Sunday unless it's a special day. And tomorrow is a special day because it's Everything is Rosy Day. So this is my Everything is Rosy kit. I would stress that I am filming this video in advance because I haven't made the stuff for tomorrow's video, and it's a blog hop. There are some amazing people taking part. It's a blog hop with Australian and UK demos. So if you want some ideas for your Everything is Rosy kit, product medley, die cuts. Oh, look at all these die cuts. And this is why I've got my nail varnish this colour. So I've got the darkest navy nail varnish I could find and my rose gold nail varnish. So this is why, if you wondered why I was going navy and rose, it's for tomorrow's video. So I've got quite a lot of work to do. Fortunately today when I'm filming is quite a few days ahead of Sunday. But do come back tomorrow. It would be great to have you all join us. And as I say, there are some amazing people taking part. There's Michelle Last, who is the top demo in the UK. So she's taking part. As I say, some Australian demos, some very successful Australian demos, and some amazing demos from the UK, including Martin Stone, who's known as Martin Mayhem, or Martin's Mayhem, does a lot of stuff on Instagram. So there's going to be some amazing stuff to see to inspire you to get the Everything is Rosy kit before it goes, because we've only got till the end of May, or while stocks last. So looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Any questions or comments about today's project, as I say, pop those below. I'll list all the products that I've used. I'll list them in the order of Simple, Casual, Avid. So I'll add them as I've added extra projects. I do not do dimensions on Simple Stamping Saturday because it's all about the note card and envelope version. So just to remind you. Thank you very much indeed, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at, I think it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I think. But yes,